welcome. You know this is the crossover. I am Takara Williams. You know I'm with the goat of a coach.
Carla Harris, let's get it.
Yes. And as always, y'all already know how we do. We bring you that fire. But look, I didn't know that here in South Florida, we have five high school football teams that are ranked in the top 10 according to Prep Zone Sports. Five of our teams are ranked in the top 10 in the state.
Hey, let me tell you something, T. That's why Central Florida and North Florida does not like the South. They do not like the South. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's something to say about football in South Florida. You know,
Very true.
it's tough.
Very true. Man, look, Chaminade is number two. Number three, we got Miami Central. Number four, St. Thomas. Number six, Cardinal Gibbons. And number eight is the Northwestern Bulls. But Central actually plays against the number one team in the state Friday. They play against IMG Academy. So now let's weigh this out a minute. You got IMG, who's pretty much a specialty school and pretty much preps you for the next level, versus Central, long legacy of winning, but Miami-Dade public school. So let's talk about the difference and variations with working with what you have and kind of going after what you want.
Let me tell you this. This is a tune-up for Central.
Okay.
Central, it's a win-win for Central because playing against this type of competition only prepares them for the playoffs. As a coach, you're saying they have nothing to lose by playing against the IMG. They're not expected to win, right? Because they're the number one. IMG is the number one team.
Right.
They're playing against them for the competition, for the experience, for the preparation. So come playoff time, they're going to play against teams who haven't faced the IMG. They're
Correct.
going to use that experience to go on and possibly win another state championship. So,
Correct.
hey, kudos to them. I understand the strategy as a coach. Let me go bang my head right now. It's early. It's not going, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's big shout out. That's why they continue to win. The Centrals and the Northwesterns, they continue to win because those are the type of steps that they do.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Miss Williams, how you doing? We are glad that you could join us. Definitely appreciate you. All love, all love. But look, for the college football fanatics, it kicks off this weekend, August 27th. College football kicks off. I know you can gang and you ready, but I'm ready for them Aggies to go on and take the field and let's make it do what it do.
Let me tell you something. I act a fool in my house. Like, I don't care if nobody else watching football. I'm glued to the TV. I'm screaming. I'm yelling. Like, hey, let's go Canes all day. But I love college football. I don't know. It's so exciting. Those young men out there fighting for their dreams, and I just love it. I really love it. I do.
Yeah, and you know what? Your Kane gang, y'all got Bethune Cookman on September 3rd at the Hard Rock Stadium. I'm trying to see you slide, or you gonna watch it on TV?
I may watch that one on TV. I'm not sure because September 3rd. Yeah, but after that, like we got a big HBCU game. But I'm probably gonna watch that one on TV. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably say I'm saving myself for the big biggie. You know.
All right, yeah, Giggle Maggies. Giggle Maggies. I know. Save all of it for that.
You already know.
Uh-oh.
That's right. Hey. Talking about them Canes.
Hey. Well, we need to know who you say gonna lose. Who you say gonna lose? My Aggies against the Canes? Who gonna lose? We trying to see something.
Hey, y'all tell us, y'all let us know who y'all think gonna win. Hey, it's Kane season. Look, we got our boy back, Cristobal in the house. Y'all gonna feel these Canes. Y'all gonna feel them.
All right. Well, look, HBCU just made another historical move because HBCU Go streaming service partnered with CBS. So now you get to watch HBCUs. 60% of the households that have TVs, 70% African American. So now, remember how grandma and grandpa couldn't watch you because the games wasn't on? Now, since this partnership has happened, we gonna be able to see HBCUs. And I gotta shout out Primetime on this one
Whoop.
because he used this platform. He opened it up not just for his school, but for every HBCU.
Hey, teammate, you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say all of this is attributed to the work, the background work that Primetime, the one and only Deion Sanders, has been doing to bring HBCUs to the forefront of the stadium. Like, amazing job to be able to get this. How many of our kids, our young men go to these HBCUs to play football and we don't get to see them? We're flicking through all the channels. You may get one game, one game, maybe a Saturday. You can find it on some far-fetched channel if you got the long cable guide. Now, hey, that's big time. That's big time.
No, it
Shout
is.
out to Deion Sanders. Prime time is added again.
And you'll also get to see those what you're gonna see is athletes starting to go to the HBCUs because now that platform seems to be leveling out. NIL has helped the level, and now we got a TV deal that's helping the level. So if we're talking exposure, yeah, Power Five, you might still have a little up on the ante, but HBCUs are coming. I can't say that HBCUs are coming. Hey, I gotta go back to what Mikhail said about your Canes though.
You see what I'm
He said
saying?
the Canes ain't relevant no more.
Hey, it's a lot of parity in football. Alabama, I don't care who it is. It's a lot of parity. But you're gonna see my Canes between this year, next year. Give my guy Cristobal to go do his thing. I don't talk a lot. We show it. We show it. We don't have to talk about it. We just gonna show it.
All right, well, look, we gonna switch. Look, they about to pay Saban 11.7 million. They just renewed his contract. He's extended through 11.7 million. Roll Tide is playing Saban. They better come strike up some NIL deals or some more exposure because I think the
Hey,
HBCU's pulling at the coattail right now.
the most expensive facilitator ever. He's facilitating right now. He's facilitating. And then he get on the sideline, do a little whoop whoop whoop, screaming, yeah. And hey, he has, the coaches, the top athletes, it's expensive facilitator. He come in and close the deals on a lot of those top athletes. I'm not knocking him. Shout out to him for doing what he does. But he's a facilitator right now. He out there and just come in the huddle. The position coaches do their thing, and he come over there and whoop whoop whoop, roar a little bit, and hey, Alabama. But look, watch. I'm not saying they're gonna regret it, but Giggle Maggies
Hey,
out there doing their things, and my Canes doing it's a lot of parity in football.
yeah.
I can see Alabama. They're gonna take some L's. I mean, one or two maybe.
All right, and before we bring our guest on the show, before we bring our guest up, gotta tell you guys, KD is staying in Brooklyn. They came to terms, so we'll get to see the KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons show.
I'm not
Thoughts?
excited.
Oh, you're not excited. You're
I'm
not a
not
fan.
excited.
You're not a
I'm
fan.
just not excited at all.
All
Like, hey,
right.
okay, he stayed, but that combo just doesn't do it for me. Who
Okay.
KD won with some winners.
With the
Uh,
winners, they was already winning.
they were already winners. You know what I mean? He came and joined the winning crew.
All right. Okay.
So I'm not excited. I mean, I wish him the best, but I'm not excited about what that's going to do. I don't know how much that's going to really help Brooklyn. Ben Simmons hasn't proven himself. I hope he can be a turnaround over here in Brooklyn. We'll see, though. Great opportunity for him.
All right. Hey, without further ado, I tell you what I am excited about is about this guest we're about to bring onto the stage right now, Rashad Jones-Jennings. Bro, what's up?
What's up? Hey, coach got he got the plan behind him.
It look kind of dark. I'm trying to make sure the light hit right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But coach, you got all the strategy, all that behind you. You did excellent on trying to put it together.
Yeah, man. I got the war room behind me.
I see the
A
war
lot of
room.
deals going on.
I love it. I
Find it
love
out.
it. So look, I want you to tell everybody who is Rashad Jones-Jennings, post property Shadzilla. Talk to us.
Post pro.
My fault, post pro.
But yeah, a little bit about me. Retired professional basketball player, played 8 years. Had a couple stints with the Sixers in the NBA. Played most of my time overseas. retired in 2015 at the age of 30 due to injury. And, I just want to make sure that I had a smooth transition. So I got my real estate license while I was still playing. And, I think I played like another year and a half, season and a half. And my body just felt breaking down. And I was just like, man, I'm just going to start going into the office. And, I found my way as being a realtor and worked my way up, started wholesaling, started flipping, started doing single bills. Now I'm doing, full scale developments in community. So, didn't skip any steps, paid my dues, and just using my transferable skills that I learned through sports now over here in business.
Woo.
Yeah, that's a lot. I was going to ask him about that. Like, how has your athletic experience prepared you for your real estate or your business, experience in general? Like those same mindfulness, mental toughness, preparation. How has that affected your business?
Oh man, in a great way. Like you said, mindset, being prepared, discipline, stuff like that, man. I think that puts us athletes, ahead if we're able to tap in and transfer those skills over. And I'll tell you, the first 2 years was tough because in my mind, I still wanted to play. I was still an athlete, and I was just doing this until I recovered, or until it was like it's not over. Like whatever, I can put whatever out there, but it's over when it was really over. But just having for those first 2 years, I couldn't figure out how to transfer what I was good at in sports over into business. And once I figured that out, mine was mindset. Once I figured that out, it was off to the races. You know what I'm saying? So one example is, as athletes, we watch a lot of film, right?
Yep.
The reason we watch film is to get an advantage, to study the opponent, find out what they like to do, what they don't like to do. So I actually used that strategy in one of my pre-application meetings for one of my developments. I never had dealt with that municipality, that city before. So I went, I had a date for the next month out. Sorry, my voice. I
No,
just
all
won a
good.
championship a couple of days ago when I was screaming.
Hey, you getting
But
it in.
Good. Yeah.
yeah, we'll get to that though. But what I did was I just basically went to one of the meetings before mine and just kind of sat in there and watched and saw who was, saw the temperament of the council panel, and that helped a lot because by me coming early, they actually called on me and I was like, oh no, I'm here for the next one. They said, well, why you here? What you got? So I told them about the tiny home community. And now by me doing that, taking that extra step, coming early, watching film, quote unquote, now they know me. Now they're looking for me to come to the next meeting because they're excited about my project. So that's one of the things that I use, from sports, kind of like watching film, just going and just taking steps that other people wouldn't think to take.
Man, that's
Yeah.
deep. That's
That's deep.
man,
Yeah.
you literally use the playbook that we played with and just straight up took it into business
Oh
and,
yeah, for sure.
and answered the opportunity because you could have just been like, you know what, nah, never mind, like you did. But they're like, well, since you're here, come on and talk to us. And you could have
Right,
been like, no, I'll just wait. But you took that opportunity and ran with it.
right, for sure, for sure.
You think some of that time you have to show. I know for me on the basketball court, there was times that I may internally doubt it. I didn't show it to anyone, my ability, or if I could, defend, or if I could, attack this person right on the court. But I didn't show it. So I went out there like I was confident like a mug. Did you
Mhm.
find yourself in the business world saying like I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna walk out there like I know what I'm doing?
Well, yeah, I mean, yes and no. I would say yes to answer your question, but for me, my main thing is what makes me who I am is my mindset. So I honestly, 100% to the core, don't think there's nothing I can't do. I bump head with civilians a lot. I call people civilians who don't think like me. I bump heads with civilians a lot. You know, just simple stuff like I don't know if y'all heard of the AEBL out here in Atlanta.
Nah,
Yeah.
talk to us about it. I haven't.
So So it's Atlanta Pro-Am, you
Yeah.
Okay.
know. Man, we just won a championship on Sunday. Got a couple NBA guys on my team. You know, we playing against other NBA guys, high level college players, and my mindset is just different, and I had to get my team to adjust up versus me adjusting down. So that's kind of some of the stuff that I deal with. As in relations to mindset.
Okay. Now, what got you into real estate? So, what caused the crossover from basketball to real estate?
Man, that's funny because my uncle, he was in real estate up in Detroit, and he used to every time I saw him, he used to always put books in my hand. But at that time, we weren't reading. We was like, oh man, here he come with these books. You know what I'm saying? But like as we grew older, and as I grew older, I realized what he was trying to do, and I saw the position that he was in. He owned a couple multifamily properties up in Detroit, and he was doing pretty good for himself. So that kind of sparked my interest. And as I started reading on my own, one of my main things when I retired was I need to make at least the same amount or more that I was making in basketball. And even when I started going into the office for my real estate stuff, I was turning down coaching jobs because people wanted me to coach. People wanted me to coach, but for me, when I commit to something, I'm gonna ride it all the way out because it's like I said, I don't feel like it's nothing I can't do. So it's never if, it's always when. So I forgot, man. What was that question again? What was I going?
What that crossover into real estate? Like,
Oh yeah. So that was it, man. Started reading books and stuff, and then I just figured that I could really take it far. I can really take it far. One of the books I was reading was the Millionaire Real Estate Investor. Of course, everybody read the Rich Dad Poor Dad books.
yeah.
And as I was reading it, I was like, man, this is really doable. And my personal plan was I retired at 30. My personal plan was I would go hard as hell for these 9 years, start coaching at 39. But the reason why I said I was going to do it at 39 because I didn't want to be in a position where I had to coach for my living. I wanted to build wealth through these 9 years so I can coach just off the love. That way I don't have to taint the art. You know what I'm saying? Like, to kind of be somebody's puppet. I can come in like, hey, if you want me to coach, I'm a coach, but I'm going to coach my way, and, I don't have to be dependent on, a paycheck.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. So out of all the things, you hooping, your body kind of breaking down. I got to kind of find something else. Maybe somebody said something, or you thought I need to find something else. But why real estate? Like, I mean, I know why real estate, but tell the people why real estate. What you have other options, or why did you choose real estate?
Man, I just felt like this was one of the vehicles that I could excel in. Of course, naturally, as athletes, we know I could always coach, but I got a window of time where I can take risk and really kind of build my wealth. If I coach first and then I started doing real estate second, I won't be able to take as many risks as I can now. Because I got time on my side, so to speak. But real estate, man, I just want to kind of accumulate wealth, and build cash flow and things like that. So real estate isn't the only thing that I do. I know that's one of the main things in the forefront. But also now, real estate was my base, is my entry level. But now I'm also purchasing businesses. I just acquired a car wash, and now that I'm in development, I'm building businesses and things like that. So now I'm building a car wash in a retail strip mall that I'll put a grocery store inside of.
All right, now I got to back you up.
Okay.
Car wash. What made you go that route?
All right. So the story on the car wash, right? So I was driving for dollars. Y'all know what driving for dollars are, right?
Yep.
All right. So I was driving for dollars. I saw a sign in the yard, well, not a yard, on a piece of land. So I called the sign. The guy said he wanted to sell it. I made him an offer. I got it. That same agent, somebody owned, and there was another piece of land next to it. Somebody owned that land too. And the guy was asking the agent, said, "Hey, I want to sell my land too." So the agent naturally called me. He didn't even put it on the market. So I ended up getting both of them. So it was a car wash on that piece of land previously. So that basically how I got into it. I was gonna build a big strip mall right there. But once I started talking with my architect, he said, "Man, you probably want to build that car wash back and have that strip mall on that other piece of land, so you just don't have all retail. You got retail and a business." And I was like, "Man, you know what? You're right." So I'm gonna build that car wash back, and I'm gonna build a retail center on that next piece of land. And once I decided to build that car wash back, I started educating myself on car washes. I went to 2 conferences, car wash show conferences, met the people I needed to meet, met the vendors I needed to meet, and learned the lingo. And I mean, the first time I didn't know anything. The second time I was walking in there like I owned the place. That's the thing about confidence, right? When you know
That's
you
what
put
I'm
in the
talking
work,
about.
when
Yeah.
you know you put in the work, man, you get a little swagger about yourself. So to answer your question, that's kind of how I got into the car wash business. Um, so that one I just previously, one I just purchased about a month ago, that was an existing one. So the reason why I got the existing one because it was down the street from the one that I was building. So
Mm.
I got that so nobody else could open up shop. So I got the existing one, off GP just so nobody can compete with me. I'd rather compete with myself.
Oh, man. So
Oh, look
you're
at that
cornering the market.
shot.
We're
Yeah.
talking market share now.
Oh yeah. So
So for those that don't know what driving for dollars, you're driving around in your car, you're looking for opportunities, whether it's properties that are distressed properties or signs, like Coach said, like signs that that this is for sale. So you're driving to find an opportunity to make the dollars. So
right.
to break that down for those that don't know what driving for dollars is, but that's hey, that was a smart move. That's what I was talking about earlier. You walk into a room with that confidence, and a lot of that comes from your athletic prowess. You know how to be on that court. You know, if we have butterflies or whatever we feel, we still walking there like I own this. This my
Yeah.
car. And this my car wash. I know this business. I can handle this business. So definitely, and that gets people attention that
Mhm.
he's walking with not arrogance, but a confidence. He knows what he's doing. So I respect that. That's definitely And you made a big. That was a nice a. You talking about monopoly? You went ahead and bought part.
Park Place. Hey, so don't come around this blue block. Don't come around this blue
So come
block.
out this beer right here. We got this on lock. So
Yeah. Yeah, so and that's why like I'm talking on my YouTube channel, I be trying to break stuff down into terms that people use every day. Like everybody plays Monopoly, right? But a lot of people don't they don't know how to connect Monopoly to real life.
Yeah.
So for example, just like that example we gave, right? If let's say if you own the little purple ones,
Yeah.
St. Charles Place as you go around the board,
yeah.
you know, when you playing the game, you just in your mind it's like I'm trying to get all the yellows or all the
Right.
reds, or all the
Yeah.
purples. But in the reality of it, what you're doing is putting an assemblage together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did with the land, and that's what I'm doing with that car wash, so I can own that whole corridor. So if you come down this lane and if you 1 through 10, you're gonna have to pay me. You better hope for
Pay
a
me.
12.
Come on
You know
over
what
here.
I'm saying? 11 or 12. That's the only way you're gonna get by. So
Yeah. Pay me. You got to bank
yeah.
that money. Now that's a great move. That's a great move that we and a lot of that is. Let me ask you this question: your background in terms of how you were raised. Like, is this information that you gained later in life, or were you privy to this type of information growing up? Because a lot of us aren't. A lot of us, black, brown, yellow, we're not privy to that. So, is this something that you gained growing up, or did you just learn it, as you got older?
You mean my real estate, not my business knowledge now?
Your business swagger. We know what the
Oh
athletes
yeah.
are, but the
Oh man,
business.
100%. All of this was learned as later. Like none of this was available to us. Like, I came from the projects, and we thought the leasing lady owned the building. Like that's how much we were not in the know. Like we
Yeah.
thought the leasing lady owned the complex. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely didn't know I could be a real estate developer. But
Yeah.
that's why through my nonprofit, I'm working hard, man, trying to get these scholarships to put people in trade school, just to let people know what's out there because I'm a walking example. I went to a trade high school. We had trade options, for electives and stuff like that. But as when I was in high school, we used to kind of quote unquote laugh at the people that was going to the vocational hall, because we were ignorant to the fact that you can be $1 million plumber, you can be $1 million electrician, you can be $1 million roofer, and so forth and so on. So what I want to do is kind of keep anyone else from being, ignorant on that subject, and just kind of going back and just letting people know what's out there. Like every time I do a house, I do a flip, it's probably 14 people I have to pay, from the electrician, the plumber, title company, title insurance, like all the way down the line. There's many ways you can get into this real estate game. You don't have to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? You can make your own lane. But a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of times when I'm paying people, a lot of these people don't look like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, like I just paid my electrician $15,000, man. I wish we could have kept that in a circle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like not being funny, but like, man, I feel like, man, we gotta go out our way to keep our money in the circle because it don't circulate as other people's currency does.
Yeah. Talk
Absolutely.
that talk. You talking that talk, and I bet you said you paid 14 people, and I'm about to bet 90% of those, or 99, or maybe even 100% don't have a college degree, but they're well off. They make
Right.
great money, and we have to
Exactly.
change the cycle, the mindset on that thing.
Hey, my plumber just pulled up to the site today in a new truck. I'm like, hey, you getting money, dog.
Yeah, you get
Hey,
money.
we might be paying you a little too much,
Yeah.
man.
And we keep on preaching, college, and I'm not knocking, I have a few degrees, but I tell you what, in hindsight, I go back and get way more certifications
Yeah.
than I would college degrees because those people have the liberty to make way more money, to be able to level what they have, man, leverage rather what they have. So that's big. That's big.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that too, Carla, because it's rare I find people who think like that, like the same way I think. I was on my way into the office and I met one of my guys. The Builders Association is above me, and one of my guys, we were just having a conversation, and I said the same thing because I just dropped my daughter off at college last week, and I told him I just straight up, and she knows how I feel, but I'm not gonna force her to do anything. I let her make her own decisions, but I just feel like the purpose of going to college is to get a job. Now, if you don't want to do what I do, that's fine. But you should definitely be interning with somebody. I just feel like you can get the same. Oh, sorry. I just feel like you can get the same education and the same network from internships.
Sure enough.
Now she's going to college for free, but I just feel like your dad owns a business. He runs a business. Like it's several options. If you're not ready to come over here with me yet, that's fine. But let me navigate you, and because I got a network too. I could send you over to one of my attorneys, my accountant, like whatever. But I'm open about my stance on that. I feel like it's an old business model. They're making artificial intelligence rappers now, and y'all out here going to school trying to get a computer science degree or not. Computer science probably is a bad example, but physical education degree or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel what you're saying. No, I definitely understand what you're saying.
I'm like, man, the world ain't playing by the rules, man. Like in 2035, you in California, you can't sell. It got to be an electric car. Like the world is changing.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I'm saying?
just
The world is changing. Why is people still doing the same thing that we was doing 60 years ago? Now
Exactly.
that was the like it went in stages, right? It went from working in the field to working in the factory to working in corporate. Now I'm working from home digitally. Like if you don't adapt, you're gonna die out. The same. This is a prime example too, and I'm gonna get a mic back to y'all. This is a prime example. Netflix came in and knocked Blockbuster out.
Yep.
Facts.
Now Netflix is on the ropes.
They
You know
are.
what I'm saying? Like it's like if no matter who you are, if you do not adapt, your time is running out.
Yeah.
Netflix got so much debt and they losing people. The stock down is down 2/3. Like 66% or something like that.
I
And
mean,
it's like
Disney? What was Disney is streaming now? It's like Hulu. You've got to find a way to pivot, and then they had the nerve to raise their prices up. You let your competitors be able to catch up. You have to
right,
offer something to say why you should stay with us. So you nailed that thing. If you're not working on pivoting or
right.
find a way to adapt, adjust, man, you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a busy world, and I just feel like even like the 4 years that you sit in college, man, when you get out, it's gonna be a whole different set of rules.
Absolutely.
Like every day I wake up, and just be like, I'm checking the news. I'm just trying to see has the rules changed. Like, that's how quick it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm waking up like, damn, okay, the rules changed with lending. Once they raised the rates, the margin shrunk. Now we got to pivot on that. Now the 100% programs is not as rampant as they were. Now you got to put 20% down. Those are rules changing. So if you don't adapt, you can't. You're not acquiring properties no more, or whatever business you in. So I mean, you gotta stay on your toes, man. It's a different ball game out here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell us what, because I can still hear the scout in you, right? I still hear the
Mhm.
scout report come out daily. So tell us what you're studying every day when you wake up. Like, what's the top three things you're looking at to arm yourself for the rule changes?
Man, a lot of times I wake up, I look at CNBC. I you know I see I'm big on Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I see his latest speeches, Jeff Bezos, those type of things, and of course real estate outlets, multifamilynews.com. I got well, we on my desktop, and then I got my laptop. So I got different home pages. Like it's multifamily on this one. On this one, it may be self storage. Just getting a pulse of what's going on in the world. And then I follow all the news outlets like business news, not
Right.
news,
Right.
business news. I just feel like, man, information will help you see around corners, and it's no shortage of information. You just got to go get it. Just like driving for dollars. Like it's deals on the market. Like when people ask me if it's deals on the market, I don't want to answer that question because it's like don't ask me that because it's always a deal to be made.
Yeah.
Everything got a price. Like even I get deals on market, off market. Like some deals I got off the MLS, people be like, man, they can't believe it was on the MLS. I'm like, well, yeah, because you didn't make an offer.
Yeah.
Just because they got it listed for 300, don't mean they gonna get 300.
Correct.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I may come in and offer 230, and they do it now. And now I got a deal, but you just
Exactly.
looked over it because you didn't take that extra step.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a contact sport. If you're not getting offers rejected, you ain't putting out enough offers.
Right. Right.
So
I
it,
like that analysis. It's a contact sport. You got to
oh
get
yeah,
out there and get some touches. Got to get
yeah,
knocked down.
gotta get some shots up, put
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
some offers in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that.
How many offers are you putting in per day or per week?
Well, right now I'm not in buy mode right now.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm trying to get this
I
board clear.
see you. I see you.
Like right, I got my hands full. I'm trying to get that board clear, so I'm not in acquisition mode right now. But when I was, as you can see, we getting it done, right? But right now we just trying to clear the plate, man. I got this community down here in College Park that I'm doing 29 tiny homes on, and then 2 hours away in Chattanooga, Tennessee, getting ready to do 40 houses built to rent. and you got flips and new construction bills in between. So right now, I'm not even looking at deals. I did have an 18 unit come across my desk yesterday, and that them numbers were so too good to be true. I'm gonna put an offer on that, but I'm not actively looking. That one just came across my desk. But to answer your question, if I was in acquisition mode, I wouldn't even have a number on it. It just be like go. Now if I need to put a number on it for the viewers, I would say, man, at least put in 10 offers a day.
We talking 50 for the week if you're going off a 5-day week period. So
Yeah, but like if you want to, it's a number. If you really want a deal, or you can sit on the sideline and cry about it. Ain't no deals.
there's no
You
plan
know what I'm
time.
saying? Because it's just like saying, hey, man, I don't know if you was a shooter or not, Takara, but if you wasn't a shooter, and I'd be like, no, that shot ain't for you. If I'm coaching, I'd be like, no, you don't shoot that shot.
Right.
You need to shoot 15 footers and layups. If
Yep.
you want to shoot that shot, I need you to come in and give me 1,000 makes.
Woo, gotta put them reps in.
And you can either say, man, that's too much, or you can get in here and not shoot the three, or you can get in here and get 1,000 makes and start shooting the three.
Yeah.
The same thing with the deal, like with putting the offers in. Yeah, 10 a day, that's excessive. But you want success, or you just want to go through the motions?
Ooh, I hear you, coach. Coach, your coach
Yeah.
coming out.
Shooting in the gym, getting them reps up to make sure you ready.
Yeah, man, because for me, it's like, man, if you gonna do it, don't be a ping pong ball. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, do it.
Do it, yeah.
It's out here.
Yeah.
Man, it's deals being made in a recession and in a depression.
Yeah.
When it's up, when it's down, it's deals to be made. Like the question is, will you be the one doing it?
That's facts. That's facts. I can see why your team won. I can see why your team won, man. You got something with you.
Yeah.
And he got me pumped up. Like, you, shoot, he got me like, all right, what is called in? Let me get out here.
Yeah. Hey, no, for sure, man. It works, man. I'm telling you, it works. Real quick, man, the how I got the car wash, I sent the guy a FedEx mailer with an LOI. That's how I got the car wash, direct mail. And just putting up shots. It ain't no telling how many FedEx mailers I done sent out, but the ones that came back, like them was like millions in volume of deals.
Yeah.
So why the FedEx mailer versus just
Oh
a
man, that's my secret. Hey, that's my secret weapon, man. We about to get your people the game.
The sauce. On the sauce.
My ear on right now because I know it's a difference between sending out a regular mailer, postcard mailer, and FedEx. So we about to get the real deal about why you gonna send out this FedEx mailer.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I had one on my desk, but I don't. But I got them in the other room. But the reason why I send out FedEx mailers, one, is because I know they're gonna open it. Now, the thing about the FedEx mailer campaign that I do, it's a sniper campaign. It's not a shotgun blast campaign. So when I send you a FedEx mailer, I don't either roll by your property, I've either talked to you before, or something like that. Like when I'm sending out these little 79-cent postcards, that's a shotgun blast. Like we just throw that shit out, hope something come back.
Right.
But with the FedEx mailer, it's a little more expensive, but you're not sending it to that many people. And for one, I know you're gonna open it. And for two, when you open it, my LOI is not on a regular sheet of paper. It's on a thicker cut piece of paper. I got my picture on there. I got my business card in there. And it's just more professional. Everything is different. And plus, I know you open it. The package it came in is different. How I addressed you is different than everybody else. It's not my LOI is basically, it's short and sweet, but I can change who I'm addressing and I can change the address that I'm going after. And I get great responses from that because it's like you're different. You're setting yourself apart. They're gonna remember that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people got all these same We Buy houses. They don't know who to trust. Everybody look the same.
Exactly.
But all I did was spend $8 more and took a little more time, and that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, listen, if y'all don't get nothing else out this podcast, Takara and Carla, if y'all do this, don't quit until you sent out 50. Now they $8 per, so 50 times, let's say 10. Let's say $10 because it depends on how far you send it. So 50 times, that's $500. Man, I'm telling you, get this sniper campaign.
That's good.
I'm on it. Coach, you ain't gotta say nothing else. Coach, I'm on PG. We on this.
Yeah, run the play. Run the play.
Hey, that's the play you call. We own the play, Coach.
I'm telling you, man, it works, man. It works.
Man, I appreciate that.
You're gonna drop gems and you not only did you drop gems, but you sent out a well. I'm that intellectual. I think. So what you did to me, like you triggered my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we I hope our listeners understand what we're trying to bring to them. People that triggers that thinking and that motivation, that inspiration. That if you look like me and you're doing the things that why can't I do it?
Right. And man, it's out there, man. The only thing that I say separates people is the action.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all watching the same podcast. We all got the same information at our fingertips. Man, I can ask Siri what time is it in China right now, bro? And in a half a second, boom. I can add, like, we could connect the information too quickly. So the information is what separates people is who act on the information. Like, I could be reading a book, man, and I'll take action before I even finish the book.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear something, I'm like, oh shit, that's dope. I put the book down and go do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making sure that I'm not just, because some people think that, researching, that is a part of it. But when that's all you're doing and not acting, it don't help you.
Yes,
You gotta double that. You gotta double that research with action, and
Right.
don't be afraid to fail. Man, I'm not scared of nothing.
Man, you hit it right there, Shaw. Don't be afraid to fail. And I forgot the full quote, but it's like, if you don't really learn anything until you start applying it.
Right.
You can say and do whatever you want, but the real action in it or real learning in it is when you start applying what you heard or what you learned. So yeah.
Right, man. I be joking with my people in the office all the time because I had bought a book. I bought a book and I didn't read it, and I was like, damn, I thought buying the book was the work. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm even talking about myself. Like, damn, I bought the book and didn't read it. I thought that was the work. But I constantly say that and project that to everybody else too. Like, make sure you're doing the actual work, not the prerequisite of the work. The research is the prerequisite of the work, not the work.
Actually reading the book and implementing what you read or learned from the book is the real.
Yeah.
Love that. But before we let you go, tell us what legacy means to you.
What legacy means to me, man, just leaving something that's bigger than yourself behind. Legacy, man, just longevity. Just leaving an imprint on the world, leaving an imprint on your family. Just making monumental moves that affect your downline for generations and generations to come. I was talking to someone the other day about a spendthrift trust. He was telling me how his grandparents left him a lot of property, and when you have a lot of different siblings on it, everybody ain't on the same wavelength thinking wise. Yep. So what I was telling him was, you should think about doing a spendthrift trust. And what a spendthrift trust is, it's a trust set up specifically for people with bad spending habits. Ooh. So let's say if I was to put a property in a spendthrift trust, the person who I leave it to, they can't sell it. They can only pass it down through the bloodline. Mm-hmm. So that's something, and I don't know if it's available in every state, but I'm pretty sure you can get someone to formulate something similar to that. So that's a part of protecting legacy, Carla. you
Like
know,
that.
to add on to the what I said about what legacy means to me.
I
Like
like
that.
that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's something we don't think about, Shaw. We don't think enough about one when we make the money. How can we protect the money? Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, we create the legacy. How can we protect the legacy so that it doesn't die with one generation? You know,
Right.
create the wealth and then it's gone 1 or 2 generations and it's gone. So
Yeah.
that's deep.
No, for sure. And I just feel like, man, as our people, a lot of us are in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you don't dream. So my main thing is, man, let's like try to get my family and other people who watch me and my YouTube and what I project out into the world. How can we get out of survival mode and get in thrive mode? Because when everybody's thriving, now we got more than just a handful of people that made it out the hood giving back. Now everybody's up, and we came back and brought the whole neighborhood up, and just seeing success, it'll change your thinking. But when you go outside and everybody's messed up, you think that this is life, and you don't dream. Is you just trying to survive the day or the week, or to
Yeah,
the next paycheck, or to income tax. Like it just,
yeah.
I remember coming up like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to change the narrative.
Love that. Oh, you got some fire
You know,
today.
so
I love it.
hey, it's some fire, man. Fire. I know Steve Harvey on one of his talk shows or podcasts, whatever. He said, buy yourself that first class seat. Like, do it like one time at least, and
Yeah.
that will fuel you. And I promise you, I just stretched out that I really don't like. I'm gonna get that the same time they get there. But I
Hmm.
sat in the first class one time, and I said, "Whoa, this is
Yeah.
different." So
It's
it
a
gives
different
that
vibe.
mindset to say, "I belong here," and why
Hmm.
wouldn't I strive to do the things that can keep me in that space? So you right, so like it changes your mindset if you get out that little box in our community. I grew up in the hood too. Get us out that little community where everybody's around, like, oh, I'm happy to be right here with this little bit right there. And my mind just think bigger than that. Like I feel like
Exactly.
I'm more than that. So
Yeah.
that's deep. Well, look, we came to our hot cross zone, man. We're gonna take you 5 questions. We want to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
Quick 5 questions. You ready? All
Hey,
right,
truth don't change. I'm ready.
let's go. Let's go. All right. So, what's your favorite food?
Oh man, seafood, lobster,
Lobster.
shrimp
All
and
right.
lobster.
All right. Let's go. Dessert after you eat that lobster. Dessert or no dessert?
No dessert, but I don't eat sweets, but I do eat donuts.
Gotta have a donut every now and then.
Krispy Kreme. I'm a I'm a
That's a
I'm a
melting your mouth.
donut and gummy eating.
Yeah.
I'll tear that up.
All right. All right. So look, you playing ball. You gonna go play fast shot or you going slow? You want a fast game? You full court pressing or you slowing it down?
40 minutes of hell. We full
Oh,
court pressing. We trying to make
understood.
you quit. Hey, I'm telling you. I got a different mindset, man. Like even when I'm playing Madden, like I know I'm supposed to win. I want you to cut the game off. You know how you play online,
Yeah,
and people
it
like
just
most
go
people
away.
get mad because they can't get the stats because you
Hey,
quit. I
yeah,
want you to quit. Like if you don't quit, I'm mad.
yeah, yeah.
So to
You so
answer
happy
your
that's
question,
winning.
I'm pressing the whole game. 40 minutes of hell.
All right, Nolan Richardson. All right, all right. So we gotta pick. You start your team. You got your point guard or you got your post player. Which one you picking first? Got to pick one or the other.
Oh man. So
You gotta say, "Am I on the team?" All right, look, coach.
I'm getting the guard because you can hide a big. I'm getting the guard.
Gotta get
Even though I'm a big, right? Like the big, like the guard got it. The guard they got the ball.
yeah.
Like they
That's
got the.
it. Yeah.
I gotta get a nice guard first.
Like you
There we
say,
go.
who got the gun in their hand? Who got the gun in their hand? I need that with the gun in their hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Takara like that. That's her thing. She
PGs, you gotta have a
And I'm
PG.
a big too, man. But like, you'll be around second round when I come around and pick up number two. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Later.
They
All
picking
right.
Curry first, man. They coming back. They coming back for Drummond.
Oh man. All right. So I don't know how much you've been following the league and all the moves that's been going on. Durant stayed with Brooklyn. So who you think would be like a surprise in the NBA this year?
As far as players or team,
Teams.
Team.
Teams, yeah.
man, I'm interested to see how the Clippers gonna put that team together. I know they got Paul George back, they got Kawhi back, and it's another one. They got John Wall. So I'm interested to see.
Oh,
I'm more interested to see how the LA Clippers mesh than what Brooklyn got going on. I don't like prima donnas. I don't like that soft stuff. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's Brooklyn. I
I'm
feel you.
I'm a hard dude, man. Let's go scrape our elbows and like like that Ben Simmons stuff, man. Like I don't like soft stuff, man.
Yeah,
And I'm trying to keep it PG because I know this is a family, but I don't like soft stuff, man.
feeling you. I'm feeling
Yeah.
you. Feeling you. I talked about that earlier. Like, I'm not impressed with all that.
But the Warriors in photo.
Warriors
Like,
and four.
Warriors
Oh,
in photo.
What
No,
you
man,
got for the first
Kaminga gonna be way better this year. We
Okay.
got the other young boy, and then we got I don't know why I can't think of his name. This is my guy, the one that was filling in for Steph.
Oh, pool.
Poole,
Yeah.
the third
Jordan
Splash
Poole.
brother.
Yeah.
Man, I just feel good about the Warriors, man. Now I do think that Draymond has peaked, and we should kind of share minutes with Kaminga and build Kaminga up, and let Draymond still have that leadership vocal role. But I honestly thought he should have kind of, got less minutes in the finals. But I love Draymond. That's not a knock. But I just feel like he had a couple bad games, and just let the young kid shine. He a pogo stick. He ain't gonna do nothing to hurt you.
yeah.
And but we pulled it out.
Okay.
Well, look, Richardson coming back from Milwaukee. You don't have anything to say about that one?
Chris
Richardson,
Middleton. Chris Middleton.
Middleton.
Middleton, my
I
bad.
like I like Middleton, but they barely got past my Hawks now. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
they
I mean,
barely got past my
but
Hawks.
Middleton makes them a different team, though.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does. I just feel like they don't have enough firepower for Golden State. Golden
Yeah.
State, they got even more firepower now with Poole. Like
Yeah.
Poole can average 30.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
could literally he averaged 22.
That's
He could
true.
average 30 if he, but you got to shut a rock with the main Splash brothers. But
I can
man,
see him staying there maybe another cycle, and then him being able to launch out into a team like Harden did, like he played in Oklahoma. Then all of a sudden he became that star player. Poole has that ability to be able to say, "Give me the rock, like I can get you 30."
But do you want to
yeah,
win? It turns into
yeah,
a do you want to win though?
Well, I mean, like
right.
he already got a ring, so you know how it is. Like if I got a ring, what else? Now I got to go chase the check. At some point, I got.
Yeah. And I think he gonna get paid. He gonna get paid. I think he gonna get his just due because in 2 more years, when it's time for him to get a big contract, Draymond will be off the books.
Right. I think so.
Yeah,
Well,
and
So
then,
hey
you
man,
you
I
think hold
appreciate
on?
you.
You think Arrested King ain't gonna make a stance?
oh, I like look. So don't take this the wrong way, but we just
No.
been a realist. We on
Yeah.
limited time. We on StreamYard. Look, man, I like LeBron, but man, it's
So
over. They did nothing in the offseason. Literally nothing. Even with him and a healthy AD, I don't think it's enough.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, and then they didn't do nothing with Westbrook. I don't even know they supporting cast. Like they bring in a new supporting cast every year. Like that's horrible for continuity.
Yep.
I
Like
just think the Westbrook and LeBron thing is a clash. I don't think that's a good mix.
it's hard to play like that when you know you're expendable. Like I dealt with this on my AEBL team, on the lower level, of course, but we got 6-time NBA All-Star Joe Johnson on our team. And what I realized was we'll throw the ball down to Joe and everybody just watch. They stop being basketball players. And I have to remind them, like, look, I know you're on the court with Joe, but you still got to be a basketball player. If you throw it down, you got to cut. You got to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't save us, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think was happening with the Lakers supporting cast. Like, they know they're expendable. It's always their fault. They don't get no credit. Man, who want to play like that? Like when we win, it's LeBron. When we lose, it's us.
Yeah.
Man, no grown man want to hear that, man. You got to go home to your wife and kids, man.
Big facts though. Big
Yeah.
facts.
It's big expectations, but I just feel like it's people shrink, when
Yep,
they on the
they
team
do.
with him.
They do.
Yeah.
You got to tell the people where they can find you, how they can follow you. Tell them about your YouTube. They need to go there, man, for sure.
Man, yeah, go to my YouTube, man. I'm giving all the game away, man. Post Pro Shawzilla on YouTube, Post Pro Shawzilla on IG, Rashad Jones-Jennings on LinkedIn if that's your thing. I ain't hard to find, man. Tap in with me. I'm trying to give away as much information out here, have some passive impact. I know a lot of people talk about passive income, but I just feel like when I do these videos and these podcasts, and it may be just one gem. All you need is one thing to change the
Yep.
trajectory of your business. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it might just be one thing. It may be something on how to get financing, how to find a deal, or just pushing your way through mindset because there's a lot of people out here that didn't make it simply because they gave up too quick.
Yep.
The prize was 10 more feet ahead, but you couldn't withstand the pain. So
Yes.
I just feel like, if you follow me, you'll definitely get some positivity out of it. You can't lose.
Yeah. We appreciate you. We surely got some.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Appreciate
definitely
y'all
did.
having
Got my notes. I got my
me.
notes. I appreciate you, man, dropping those gems. And I'm gonna be tapping into the podcast and to the YouTube, everything you got. I got the name down.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
and then appreciate that. So much wealth of knowledge dropped to the people for free. So it's just that servant spirit I'm giving to you. So we appreciate you.
No, I
Blessings on you.
appreciate I appreciate y'all, man, and it's good, to be around other hoopers and other athletes. I love what y'all doing. Keep at it, and we'll do something together down the line.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Stay
Appreciate you,
blessed,
bro.
man. Stay blessed. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks for having me, y'all.
All
All right,
right.
have a good one, man.
All right, thanks.
Yep, yep. Hey, listen.
Hey.
Game, and gems. I'll tell you what, that 10, that 50, that 500 is going out.
Oh, for
FedEx.
sure. We're gonna
I'm
link
about
up
to
on
be
that.
I'm about to be FedEx friend right now.
Yeah,
Coach
for
Lane, I
sure.
don't play. If I don't run it, I'm gonna have to run suicides. And I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
I don't like running suicides.
We got to play. We got to run it, Coach. We got to run it.
Absolutely. Look, another guest, dropping game, dropping gems. If you guys are not taking in what's being given, I actually don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Do you want to change the trajectory of your life? We bringing it to you. Hey,
Sure.
I'm telling
Sure.
you, bringing it to you. Everybody's bringing their own flavor. They're putting their own spin on it and their own individuality. But in the same breath, they're giving out the game for free.
For free.
I promise you, you have to pay for this stuff. Everybody
Yeah,
that we brought on here has given it out for free. Take advantage, utilize it, take the action.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
So look,
Another great one. Hey,
you
we
already
appreciate
know.
y'all tuning in. Until next time, remember, use the game. Don't let the game use you. Talk to y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Notes from a coach. We appreciate you.
All right, have a good one.